Here is what. No one knows your business more than you do. No one knows your customers more than you do. And no one knows your product more than you do. So a digital marketer can never replicate the kind of insights you have about the market. In the last 2 years, I hired and fired at least 4 to 5 digital marketing companies, and I tell you, it was such a bad experience. From lying to cheating to not delivering to using my credit card to run their own ads, all kinds of experiences. So when the lockdown happened, I decided, you know what, I have some extra time. Why don't I learn some skills? Why don't I do my own digital marketing? And it was, I couldn't get to office, I couldn't get anybody to come. So I was like, let's do it all by myself. And I gave myself a goal. 30 days, I'll invest 1 lakh and I want 3 lakhs back from my digital marketing. And I did it, and I did actually more than that. So I'm going to tell you my learning that you can also utilize as a startup CEO or a freelancer or a business owner. Here is what. No one knows your business more than you do. No one knows your customers more than you do, and no one knows your product more than you do. So a digital marketer can never replicate the kind of insights you have about the market. So take that insight and put that into your segmentation. Who is your customer? Look back at the last 2 to 3 years. Who has been the most easy to convert customers? What age group? For me, I used to think college students, but I later realized college students don't have money, they have a lot of enthusiasm. My target audience seems to be 25 to 45, more like 25 to 35. Now, what problems do they face and what are they willing to pay to solve? That means they're not married or just married, getting into job, work culture, toxic relationships, etc. What are some of the problems these guys would face? So thinking deeply, I'm like, okay, I get it. These are some of the things that are relevant to this age group. Now that translates to the graphic I use and the text description I use, the call to action I use on my Facebook ads. Now, many of you might be running Facebook ads that are lead generation, right? So it happens right on Facebook. And Facebook allows for dynamic graphics and text and all. So you can have like 3 different texts, 3 different call to actions, 5 different pictures or videos, and see which one gets you the most bang for your buck, which one is spending the least and getting the most visibility and call to action. Based on that, kill the other and focus on the best picture combination of text and call to action that works for you. Now, some of you might be doing an e-commerce site or purchase or selling a course for which you might need from Facebook to bring your customers to your own website. Now, this gets a little tricky where your website has to be optimized because otherwise Facebook will charge you for bringing people from Facebook to your website. But if they don't convert, hey, you're the one losing money. So what do? Your website, first of all, your load time has to be less than 3 seconds, right? Number 2, when people land on your website, they're going to give you maximum 5 to 10 seconds so that either they can trust you or they cannot trust you. It's just 2 things, trust or not. What are they thinking? Are they credible? Have I heard of them? Have others tried it out? Will they really deliver? If it doesn't work out, will they give me my money back? These are the questions they're asking. Can you answer those queries on your website? Now, you're not there to answer those questions. You don't have a salesperson on the phone answering those questions. Your website has to answer them. That means you need testimonials, you need sample work, you need to show some strategic partnerships, some logos, some certifications, whatever you can to portray you are trustworthy. Now, even after all this, somebody might be like, I have to run to my work. I will come back to it on the weekend and buy something and try it out. They'll forget. For sure they'll forget. So you need to remarket to them. Science of behavioral psychology states that you need at least 8 impressions on the mind to remember a brand. Now, back in the days, people used to run TV ads to become memorable. Today, we run Facebook ads and you can actually remarket and show the same ad multiple times where in their subconscious brain, they feel, I know this brand. I can trust them. I've seen them somewhere. The familiarity breeds. Once they become familiar and your website looks credible, your fonts, your graphics, the cleanness, all of that, the design, the user interface, if it looks credible, they will take a step. And that step could be putting that email address or phone number so you can call them back, maybe spending 100 or 500 rupees for something, some small step towards a larger step. So you need to figure out, build trust on your landing page, get them to take action, either paid or unpaid, And then slowly you can pull them into taking bigger action. So you see the user journey. They see an ad on Facebook, they hit a call to action, they come to your landing page, they decide maybe they'll come back. Again, they go on Facebook, they come to your landing page. This time they decide, let me take a step. They take a step, maybe you call them, you convert them, and maybe, slowly they become your lifetime customers. But the point is, this whole thing is called performance marketing. And it's not enough to just hire a digital marketing person and forget about it. It's not enough to just hit the boost button and hope to God it works. It doesn't work. And many people say Facebook ads don't work, and yet Facebook is making so much money. How? Because there are people who know how to use the system, and there are people who don't know how to use the system. Like any tool, right? People are using the internet to rob banks, and there are people using the internet to make money. So the point is, if you as a business owner want to make the most of digital marketing, learn to become a performance marketer yourself first, and then hire somebody and let them be your hands and legs, and let the insights come from you, because you know your customer best, you know your product best, and you know how to get your customers to trust you.
Thank you for watching this video. If you need more help, you can use the number in the description to book your meeting or mentorship. Just call or DM on WhatsApp to book your slot.